as I said in an essay recently titled Speaking for the Dead, I've taken on as a personal mission to speak on behalf of the vaccine damaged and the dead. But in particular, I try to emphasize now that people have a choice as we're coming out of this. They can define themselves as victims, whether or not they're vaccine injured. We've all been abused, really. We've all been damaged. But we don't have to be victims. We don't have to define ourselves as victims. We functionally are victims of the most concerted psyops campaign in the history of the Western world. But we don't have to. Doesn't have to be our identity. We can be warriors. We can resist what's been done to us. We can try to hold people accountable. We can communicate in a nonviolent fashion. Mahatma Gandhi absolutely has the case of the kingdom. He brought down the bloody British Empire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we have to be. But if they're gonna deploy psyops on us, we have to understand what they're doing. And once you understand that, then it doesn't hurt so much. Then you don't have so much confusion. Then you can become more empowered personally. And then once you comprehend that, then you can turn it around. And there's all kinds of small acts of resistance and small ways to deploy the same kind of strategy in your daily life. With the poor souls that are still wearing N95s in the grocery store, or masking their children. Okay, there's no way that you're going to reach them by hating them. Absolutely not. That will never work. You can, however, open your heart and say, those people were subjected to military grade psychological propaganda. And fortunately, I was strong enough that I was able to wake up and recognize what was being done to me. And they haven't. For whatever reason, they were not able to, but I don't have to hate them for it. You can open your heart, have empathy, and say, what can I do to help these poor souls? In a non-confrontational way, it can be just a couple little words about, gently about, now that the outbreak is over, maybe it's okay to not mask your child, or boy, there's some new studies showing that children are really easily able to handle this virus, and it's really not much of a risk. I mean, there's a bunch of ways that we can say things to in a non-confrontational, non-angry way to those poor souls that are still walking about like zombies, believing all they've been told. And I think so. That's kind of where I'm trying so hard right now to find ways to help heal.
Yeah, it's such an important point to do that. And actually, I think Joe Rogan was talking to someone recently, and he said something similar. It's like our job is to try to bridge the gap between these two groups and not choose a side and continually tell the other that they're wrong. And that's very important.
It plays into the people that are propagating this stuff on us.
Yeah, very much.
It plays right into their hand.
And it's fascinating to hear you to try to diagnose why you have been, vilified so much. And it's an interesting thing to think about. Also, I'm sure the fifth generation PSYOP warfare is busy reverse engineering your quote unquote success, right? To see if they can weaponize it somehow.
Sure.
But
and the AIs are being applied as we speak.
Yeah, but it's probably a lot of those things that you say. You've got that pedigree, but you've got this calm sense. You're not extreme in certain views. You're not trying to incite, anger, violence, all this retribution, which again, on the face of it would think, oh, well, he's not very effective at mobilizing an army, but actually that is effective because it's quite real, and that's what's working for you. Oftentimes I asked myself a question, why my interviews were circling around the globe in March, April, and May with David Icke and being watched tens of millions of times. And I always said, why? I mean, okay, I wear a suit and we have a nice studio and David has a way of articulating things, but he did other interviews other places. The ideas were being spoken by with other people. But something really odd happened, Robert, when the two of us would get into a room. You had me, and when I first had him on March 18th, I said to him openly, I'm an MIT trained engineer and I plan on getting any vaccine and I'm going to do what the government says. And of course, 2 episodes later in May, after speaking with Bobby Kennedy and all these other people, I'm thinking I might not be doing those things. And maybe it was this genuine curiosity.
I think genuineness, the world craves genuine right now. They are so inundated with synthetic.
Yeah.
And it's going to get worse with the new deep fake technology.
Yeah.
I had dinner with somebody that helps us here in my little group, my little band of pirate radio folk. And he was telling me, look, I can pass your voice in the things that you've said through an AI right now. And in minutes, it will be able to reproduce your speech patterns, your tone of voice. You won't be able to distinguish between what comes out of that AI and what comes out of your mouth, which is the real Robert Malone.
Yeah. It's pretty much true now. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're in a battlefield environment where if you think that things are twisted upside down, constantly shifting under your feet, and you can't discern what is reality, buckle up, snowflake, because it's going to get a lot worse.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I'm just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
It's of course been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just in overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you gotta pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.